Okay, so now I put a negative at the end, but it doesn't change our first step. Remember, the first step is to move the number out. I shouldn't say kick. I don't know why I'll say kick it out. Move the number out to the right. Okay, so first step, move the number out to the right, like so. And then remember, I should put this in the steps too. Block it off with parentheses. Okay, so we're just creating a space so that we could make a perfect square, because it wasn't perfect already. If it was perfect, it would have said plus 16 after it, because 8 divided by 2 is 4, and we have to square it, and that would be 16. Okay, so that's where the 16 comes from. But now, because we added 16 to our problem, now we have to subtract 16 out here to make sure that we're still even. Okay, so that was our second step, was basically we completed the square inside. Whoa, that's not square. Completed the square inside the parentheses. And then after that, we subtracted the number outside the parentheses. Okay, I'm going to erase this real quick. Now the last step, okay, is just to rewrite it all. Just rewrite it as a perfect square. Okay, so that means there should be parentheses squared. Okay, and there's going to be some number out here, and then it's going to say equals 0. Okay, so who remembers now what's going to go in here? It's going to be x plus what squared now? Look at your last examples. How do we do it? Something with this 8. Look back at your other ones. How do we go from here to there? Every time there's some little pattern that you should be able to see. How in the heck did you get 4? You're right. How is the 4 related to the 8? Yes. You're the man. That's all you got to do. Just divide that middle number by 2. Remember, we kind of already did that before. We had to divide it by 2 and then square it to get the 16. So that same number you got when you divided it by 2, when you first cut it in half, that's what goes in there. Okay, so it's just half of that middle number. And then on the outside, okay, we have negative 5, so we're down 5. And then we go down 16 more. Okay, that's going to put us down 21. And we'd be done.